If you're looking to buy or sell a stacked NBA 2K account, hit up DNG Accounts on Twitter. Their link is in the description down below. Be sure to tell them I sent you. Have you ever wanted a center build that can literally do everything? Then you need to make my new point center build because it is perfect. So I am a center, but I can still break ankles consistently and green every jump shot. I get every steal, grade players out all the time, and play insane defense. Now, because I'm Hanky the Horsey, I need to be able to get rebounds. I get gold rebound chaser and Hall of Fame box out beast too. I also get gold unpluckable on a center. Oh, and I can do the L2 cancel on a whole center build. I am moving. I'm a literal menace. What can the build not do? Oh, and I'm a toxic post scorer with Hall of Fame badges. This build is going to destroy 2K24. This video is sponsored by 1v1me. 1v1me is a platform where you can make money by staking on or playing video games. They run over 90 plus events per week with the best players on NBA 2K, Madden, UFC, and Rocket League, and much more that you can stake on. There is matches going on all day, and you can even play in your own wagers and go head to head for money. 1v1me has paid out over $14 million and has a rating of a 4.8 on the App Store. So how it works is you find a match that you want to stake on. You research those players, place your stake, and then you watch the match to see if the player that you staked on wins. And you do have to be 18 years or older to stake on matches. Now, if you use code HANK at sign up, you get a free $10 added to your first stake. You can download 1v1me on the App Store or go online to 1v1me.com. Once again, be sure to use code HANK for $10 added to your first stake. Use my link in the description down below to try 1v1me today. So sadly, I can't even show you guys the build. I already have 10 builds made on my account, and they're all over 90 overall. I don't want to delete a build. It looks like I have to go hop on an alt account just to show you guys my build. Now I am on my alt account so I can make my build. 2K really should make it so that there's more than 10 build slots on an account. It's a win-win for both of us. We get to make more builds and they get to make more money. Like, I don't see why it's capped out at 10. Now, I've made all of my builds a lefty this year. It's personal preference for you guys, but lefties shoot better in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to save you guys the trouble. Now, I made my build a center because this is a point center, an ISO center. I went 6'7", 244 pounds, and then max wingspan. Now, the reason I went center instead of small forward was simply for the build name. If you go center, it will say mid-range slasher. If you go small forward, it will say inside the arc scorer or something. Now, the reason you want to make the build a small forward and not a center is that if you bring the build to the 1v1 matchmaking, you can run into anything from the height 6'3" to 6'11", and you just won't run into 6'10", 6'11", 6'9". You'll run into anything between 6'3" to 6'8" most likely. Now, if you make it a center, you can run into these toxic 7'3" post scorers. Now, this build can stop them, but you don't want to go against a 7'3" post scorer. Save yourself the stress. Go small forward, and then you want to do 6'7", 244 pounds, and then max wingspan. Now, the point of this build is to be an all-around demon. You want to ISO, combo up, break ankles. We can still fade away threes, fade away middies. We can lock down guards and centers and still horse everybody. And I will also be a toxic post scorer. So the build can do everything, guys. You will see. Now let's start off with the ball handle. You already know we need at least an 86 ball handle so that we can get that Kemba Walker escape moves. That is the best escape move besides Trae Young. Kemba Walker is the exact same thing basically, and that is so we can do the L2 cancel, get glitchy. What ISO center build do you know that is doing the L2 cancel, man? Now we also need a 75 speed with ball, so that we get the Magic Johnson dribble style, the best dribble style in the game. It is so overpowered, so broken. You guys need it. And then while we're on the playmaking, let's make the pass accuracy a 68, so we get that bronze break starter, so we can still throw good passes. You need at least probably like a 60-65 pass accuracy to throw good passes, man. Even in my 1v1 build, I have a 57 pass accuracy and I still throw very good passes. As long as it's around a 70, that is all you need. Now let's put that post control all the way up to a 92. And by putting it to a 92, you get gold unpluckable. It goes from silver to gold when you get a 92 post control. And another perk of that is that you get all of these broken post scoring badges too. Gold drop stepper and Hall of Fame post spin technician are huge bailouts, so you can turn into a toxic post scorer as well. Then for the driving layup, we're going to put it up to a 68 instead of a 67. By doing that, you get bronze slithery, silver scooper, silver float game, and silver two-step. Now why would you not move the layup up one to get all of these badges? I promise you guys it makes a difference. Now let's tweak the physicals real quick as well. You need an 81 speed so that you can get that silver speed booster, silver hyperdrive as well. The acceleration, I promise you only need a 66 acceleration. The build is still extremely fast. Acceleration does not matter at all. We're gonna go with a 99 stamina so we can dribble forever. And then for the strength, we need a 90. With a 90 strength, you get gold immovable enforcer, gold brick wall, Hall of Fame physical handles, and silver bulldozer. This build is a menace. And then for the vertical, we're Hangy-Doll Horsey. This is a Hangy-Doll Horsey Horsey build, so we need a 75 vertical. Now for the driving dunk, we're gonna put that at a 45, and then the standing dunk, we will also put that at a 45. This is all you really need. Realistically, you only need a 36 driving dunk and 45 standing dunk to get a lot of driving dunks. But because we put the vertical to a 75 to help with our rebounds and our badges, you get a 45 driving dunk and a 45 standing dunk. So now the build can already combo up and be a toxic post scorer. Now we want this build to be able to fade away middies and fade away threes consistently. Now if you want my jump shot, you need an 87 mid-range, the best jump shot in the game. You need an 87 midi or a 3. But if you put it at an 86, you can still tweak it the tiniest bit and use basically the same jump shot. Now by doing that, you get all of these badges. You get so much better badges by upgrading your midi a lot, and you get a much better jump shot too. Now we're gonna put the 3-pointer up to a 76 as well to get bronze agent 3 and silver corner specialist. So I will be giving you guys the jump shot that I use on this build as well, but by going with an 86 midi and 76 3-pointer, you get the best badges possible for this build. You get these Hall of Fame post scoring badges, gold open looks, gold midi magician, gold guard up, Hall of Fame comeback kid, silver blinders, silver deadeye, silver green machine, gold catch and shoot. The build can shoot insanely well. And then you get that bronze agent 3, which is very necessary to fade away 3-pointers. If you don't have agent 3, it's gonna be a lot harder. So now we're done with the finishing, the shooting, and the playmaking, and the physicals, and we're only in 87 overall, so we can still go crazy with the defense and the rebounding, which is the most important thing. Because not only are we a scoring build, but we are meant to be a center. You can guard centers with this build, or you can guard little guards as well. The build can do everything. We're going to max out the defensive rebound at a 93. You get Hall of Fame box out beast and gold rebound chaser, and you get gold pogo stick as well. Now the build is only 6'7". Ideally, you want to go 6'8" for shooting center builds, but I noticed you get much better attributes on builds like this if you go 6'7" instead of 6'8", which is crazy, right? So by going 6'7", the wingspan and the weight make up for it, and you still get insane rebounding attributes. And we're gonna go with a 75 offensive rebound. On my other center build, it's 6'8", I snag over everybody, I have an 80, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So we're gonna go with a 75. You could honestly go with a 68 or a 70 as well, but we're gonna go with a 75 offensive rebound to help more with rebounds. Ideally, all you need is the Hall of Fame box out beast and the gold rebound chaser, and you are set. I promise you, I snag over everyone. And we have the max wingspan and a 75 vertical as well. Now the build is meant to be able to lock down anything too. So we're gonna go with an 85 steal, because steals in this game is way too overpowered to have anything under an 85 steal. Silver glove and gold glove are the sweet spots, man. Gold glove is way too OP, but it takes a lot more attributes to get gold glove on a build like this. So we're gonna go with an 85 steal. You should still be able to pluck everyone. I pluck people all the time. Then for the block, we are going to go with a 78 block. By doing that, you get silver chase down artist. And then for the perimeter defense, we're going to put that all the way up to an 82. By doing that, you get silver challenger. We still get bronze clamps, silver 94 feet, silver workhorse. And then to finish it off for the interior defense, if you put that to a 61, you get bronze anchor. It's very necessary for locking down those big builds. Now we have some leftover attributes. We're going to throw the rest of it on interior defense so that our interior is not just a 61, it is a 68. So we have some better interior defense. Now the build is max wingspan. He is very large, 6'7" as well. We can pluck everyone, we can horse everyone. We can combo up, break ankles. We got gold ankle breaker as well. Hall of Fame physical handles. Hall of Fame box out beast. Gold rebound chaser. Hall of Fame immovable enforcer. We have gold brick walls. So not only can you use this build to set screens for your friends, you can ISO if you want. You can run with a center on your team. You can use this build with a lockdown on your team. Have a lockdown, guard the primary ball handler, and then you guard the center and you ISO whoever they try to have guard you. You can run endless lineups with this build because you can guard everyone and you can still score. You can fade away threes, fade away middies. You can be a post scorer. You can rim run. You can do everything with this build, and you get the Magic Johnson dribble style, Kemba escape moves. The build does it all, man. Ideally, I like to use this build with a lockdown on my team on the twos, and then my lockdown will guard the guard on the other team, and then I will guard the center, and then I will just ISO whoever they put on me. If they put a little guard on me, I'm a toxic post scorer too. You can't do that. And if they put a center on me, he's too slow to guard me. It's a lose-lose for the other team. This build is too toxic. It does it all, bro. And we get gold unpluckable because of the high post control. Now, like I said, you want to make the build a small forward so that you don't run into these toxic center builds on the 1v1 court. Me personally, I did center just for the build name, but if you go small forward, you have shades of Jimmy Butler, Jaylen Brown, and Elgin Baylor. This build is a demon. It can literally do everything. Now this is the jump shot that I use on my point center build. As you can see, I have Gordon Hayward base, Oscar Robertson release, and Tari Eason release 2. Now it's a very quick jump shot, A+ release speed. We have 70% Oscar Robertson, 30% Tari Eason. We also have a B+ release height, B+ defense immunity, and a B- timing stability. Now, as you can see, if I move Oscar Robertson from 70 to 71, I cannot do that because I need an 87 midi and I only have an 86. Now, on my main builds, I use 88% Oscar, 12% Tari. As you can see, I get an A- release height and A- defensive immunity. But because we only have an 86 midi, we're going with 70% Oscar and 30% Tari Eason. And this jump shot is still fire. I promise you, this build shoots insanely good. Thank you guys for watching. Here is the build once again. All of my clips were only on a 90 overall, and I barely had any badges, and I was going crazy. I appreciate you guys watching. Follow me on Twitter at HankTheTank, twitch.tv/Hanky. My links are in the description. I love you guys so much. This build is amazing. I highly suggest you make it. I love this build so much. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you in the next Hanky the Tanky banger video, man.